welcome to Weekly Updates by Digital India Podcast. Today is the 6th of May and this show is brought to you by students and staff of Web Marketing Academy. I am your host Mansi and here are some major headlines from around the world in the digital marketing industry. The first major story for the day is according to internetretailer.com, in a recent survey conducted in the United States, Apple Pay could take a healthy bite out of PayPal's mobile market share. According to internetretailer.com, in a recent survey conducted in the United States, Apple Pay could take a healthy bite out of PayPal's mobile payment market share. The second major story for today is according to Economic Times, 15 lakh medium and small business owners in India use Facebook to reach customers. Globally, Facebook seems to have more than about 40 million active small business pages on their platform. The third story for today is according to Economic Times, a recent Deloitte report concludes that an average internet user in India spends close to about 17% of monthly spending on entertainment. Here is another update for Bangaloreans and other people in India. Now, SEMPO is an organization that is looking out and having an event. It's a day-long event aimed at bringing together the best minds from digital marketing and analytics space to talk about digital advertising and then optimization and marketing issues. Now, SEMPO Bangalore meetup is going to feature a few technical sessions and a panel discussion. This is happening on the 8th of May. Between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. at Cognizant Technology Solutions, Manyata Embassy Business Park. This is at Hebal Outer Ring Road, Nagwara. So those who want to register and who are interested in taking part in the event, please log on to meraevents.com and search for SEMPO, S-E-M-P-O Bangalore Meetup. All right. And when you get it, yes, please do register. And for the WMA community, that is people listening to us and those people who have encouraged us all throughout. For the WMA community, we have a discount. The discount voucher that you need to use is WMA35. I repeat that, it's WMA35. Please use this discount code and yes, please do register. And we hope to see you soon on 8th of May at 9 a.m. at Cognizant Technology Solutions, Manyata Embassy Business Park, Hebal Outer Ring Road. And before we move on to the detailed stories, here is Manjunath in our studio who's going to give us a small tip. Hi Manjunath, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
All right, so Manjunath, what tip do you have for our audience today?
Last time when Shakti came here, he spoke about how blogging is like a commitment that you make.
Right.
So first let us understand some of the benefits of blogging daily.
Okay.
Your website is like a library.
All right.
The more number of books, in our case it's blogs, that you have, the better it is for us. Your readers will have a lot of information to consume. Secondly, also with more content comes your expertise. You become an authority in that field. Tips from one of the top-notch bloggers in the world, Chris Brogan. One, Chris suggests that we read something every day outside of your circle, outside of your comfort zone or the subjects that you're really interested in. And there is this website called Alltop, ALLTOP. Check that out. It has news from across dimensions. Right. So you can read it and generate some ideas. Second is people have questions. And each one has different kinds of questions. They are unsure about many things. Talking to people is one of the best things that can help you generate ideas for your blog post. So talk a lot with other people is another suggestion. The third one is some of you could be like the idea machines. I know a couple of them who come up with ideas, and I'm referring to Mansi. She's this idea person. She can generate a bunch of ideas and people come up with a lot of ideas, but with time, it's possible that it skips your mind. You might forget that. Having a notepad handy at all times is something that can really help you. When you come up with an idea, make a note of that. Probably you can build a blog post later. Also, develop the habit of bookmarking. We browse a lot, we check out websites that interest us, but sometimes we just miss them. Bookmark them, and more importantly, develop the habit of revisiting those bookmarks, and you might get a bunch of ideas. And finally, find 20 to 40 minutes a day to just sit still and type. Those are my 5 tips that I really liked on Chris Brogan's blog post that hopefully for anybody who is planning to write blogs can use.
Wow, that was amazing, Manjunath. Thank you so much for that. And for our listeners, yes, we have Suresh, who is the CEO of Web Marketing Academy, who happened to have a chance to also speak to Chris, and we have that as a video. So please do browse through our video and you could catch one of that. We also have a second tip from Manjunath. Yes, Manjunath, go on.
Okay, my second tip for the day is based on one of my aha moments. This happened not long back. It was last week when I was going through the social media training, and particularly the Facebook training that we went through. And I loved what Suresh had to say about Facebook. Well, he did the session for us. His first question was, why do people go to Facebook in the first place? And each of us gave our views. We realized only later when he made the point that people basically go to Facebook to check on their friends' updates. We all want to be connected. We just want to have fun.
Right.
And that is the reason we go to Facebook, right? People don't go to Facebook to buy stuff.
Right.
Yeah, they go to interact, share, have fun, smile with the updates that they see from their friends and relatives. So as a digital marketer, it would be wise to interact with your potential customers by providing information that would be of value to them. Not just sell or buy my product. That's not going to work. Don't just sell. He gave a couple of examples as well. Check out the official Facebook page of Red Bull, for example. The info is pure value and just fun. And it's just entertainment, and they never say buy Red Bull. That's what people are looking for, and subtly the brand remains on the users' minds just because of that value, not because they said buy Red Bull. So that's the tip number 2.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Manjunath. Thank you. I mean, that's really amazing. We've always talked about marketing and advertising. So what Manjunath is trying to say is that when brands are talking to people, remember, we should talk about how awesome it makes people, not how awesome the brand is. Thanks for those amazing tips, Manjunath. And yes, we hope to have more of you in our studio. Moving on to the detailed stories. According to internet retailer Apple Pay could take a healthy bite out of PayPal's mobile payment market share. A new study finds 45% of smartphone owners who plan to use mobile payment apps in the next 90 days will opt for new Apple payment option, putting Apple Pay ahead of PayPal. A March 2015 study by 451 researchers of 4,168 consumers finds that 25% of smartphone owners say that they are likely to use mobile payment apps over the next 90 days, and Apple Pay leads the way as the top payment choice. 45% of those planning to use mobile payment apps say they plan to use Apple Pay. PayPal ranks second with 28%. Apple Pay users are also the most satisfied among those paying with their mobile devices, with 66% of those who have used Apple Pay saying they are very satisfied with the service, compared with 45% of PayPal and 33% of Google Wallet. The survey also finds security as a top priority in mobile payments. Secure storage of financial account information is the most important feature in a mobile payment app. The survey also mentions that another aim of it was to gauge overall consumer interest in Samsung's new mobile payment service set to launch this summer. 8% of the respondents say they are very or somewhat likely to use Samsung Pay in the future, but that number jumps to a whopping 25% among Samsung smartphone owners, and it climbs even further to about 46% among those planning to buy Samsung smartphone in the next 90 days. The next interesting story in digital marketing around the world is from the Economic Times that says at about 15 lakh small and medium businesses from India are using Facebook to reach out to customers. The social networking giant has been quoted to have said, Facebook, which is world's largest social networking site with over 1 billion users globally, has more than 40 million, that's about 4 crore, active small business pages on its platform. India has more than 15 lakh small and medium business pages and is growing at over 70, that's 70% year on year, a Facebook official told the Press Trust of India. In June last year, the US-based firm had said it had 9 lakh SMBs on board from India, while the global SMB user base was about 3 crores. The company had earlier this year launched Ads Manager app and built creative and educational resources for small business marketeers. India is the second largest market for Facebook globally after the US, with over 112 million users. As of 31st of March 2015, Facebook had 1.44 billion monthly active users globally. The third story of today is, according to Economic Times, a Deloitte report says that an average internet user in India spends 17% of monthly spending on entertainment. With more and more users subscribing to online music services, revenues of the digital music industry are expected to cross a whopping 3,100 crores, that's INR, Indian National Rupees, by the financial year 2020. Moreover, the digital video subscription market alone is estimated to be around 3,500 to 4,000 crores by 2020. Those were some of the detailed stories from around the world in the field of digital marketing. And yes, before we close, we have with us Suresh for giving us a tip. Welcome to the studio, Suresh. And for those who are listening now and do not know who is Suresh, Suresh is the CEO and founder of Web Marketing Academy. And of course, he is the person who started Online Marketing Enthusiast as a community in India even before anybody could even think of digital marketing in India. Welcome to the studio, Suresh. And yes, what is your tip for our audience today?
Hey guys, this is Suresh here. Today I'm not going to give a tip, but I'm going to talk about an app which is, if you want to get into podcasting, this is a simple app. It is called Opinion. It's only for iOS, not yet for Android. It's OPINION. Opinion. The website is opinionpodcasting.com. Now this is a pretty simple, easy to record, edit and publish. 3 simple things. You can use your mobile, you can record, you can open up the app, record, there's a red button, record, and then you can trim the recording, just drag and drop, and then you can publish. This will automatically send it to iTunes. It's ready for iTunes podcast directory, and right now it is only for iOS. So if you want to get into podcasting, just try it out. It is free and it takes just a few minutes to record your voice and upload it. That's my tip. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week.
Wow, that was amazing. I mean, it's great to know that, you can do a podcast on your phone, edit it on your phone, and probably upload it on your phone as well. That's amazing. And for all those people who have been looking at, wanting to do a podcast, understanding how it works, this is your chance. Start recording on your phones. You could edit it and then put it up there. And yes, you could become famous. Here is one tip from Kaushal at WMA.
Hello everyone. Tip I want to share with you today, one to do with Pinterest, called repinned.net. So what repinned.net gives you is give you insight about the most Pinteresting pins in Pinterest. That basically gives you how many repins it has, what's trending, how many likes it has, how many comments are on it. It also gives you a fair idea of what are the popular boards you need to follow based on the categories. Like when you go on Pinterest, there are certain categories like food and drinks, do it yourself, women's fashion, home decor, etc. So it gives you a fair idea as to what boards are popular and how to design them and how to place them. And the most importantly, it gives you who to follow. It gives you a fair idea as to who's doing well on Pinterest, who's credible, and how they've designed the layout of Pinterest and what kind of stuff they have on their boards. So it's repinned, repinned.net. Go there, check it out, and hopefully you all can use it.
Thank you for sharing that, Kaushal. That was indeed some good information to cherish. I'm also hoping that all of you are enjoying our show, and thank you so much for such a lovely response. Alright, you could connect with us on Facebook as Web Marketing Academy, on Twitter as WMA India, or the best thing is write to me. Drop in an email on MANASI, that's Mansi at webmarketingacademy.in. If you have any tips and tools that you could share with other digital marketers, which is going to make their life easier, feel free to mail us on that. And if you have an update from your company, which is going to help digital marketers, it could be an agency, it could be a corporate world, but if it's going to change the life of digital marketers, this is the place to email us. Email me on mansi at webmarketingacademy.in, and I will definitely put that on our weekly updates. Thank you so much for listening. Hope to connect with you sometime next week. Until then, this is your host Mansi signing off with a bye-bye.